Dude, I think they're gonna go late long. His spidey senses were tingling. So I was too slow at this. I should have got pit ASAP. I low-key positional was so bad here. But look at this. I'm gonna show you how washed, how bad I am. But when you are a team, when you throw good util for each other, it does not matter. Because look at this. By the way, I owe No a huge apology. The guy was so hyped. He was calming. He was a great teammate. Honestly, if he has energy like that, he's going to be a great asset for a team. Underestimated him. I thought he wasn't capable of it, but he was a really high energy dude. So again, lots of whiffs going on. Lots of whiffs. There goes the flash that comes in from No. Bang. Look at that. 3 enemies that are blind. It does not matter if you are playing Nico, Monesi, Donk, Kayasuki all in one team. If you are peeking and there is 3 guys blind, you can have aim like this and still get away with so much. Coach aim right there. Coach aim. So let's go ahead and shift over to No. He gets pretty unlucky with a dink and dies, right? Like he gets taken out. Very sad for him. That round is very sad for him, but like good overall for the team. So actually, let's go back and look at the flash that he threw. That's a really good point. I want to see what flash he lined up with. So it looks like he just gets into this corner. Let's put in slow-mo. It looks like he just gets into that corner right there. See how he's positioned? And then he is going to aim at the first black like stripe right there. First black stripe, just jump throw. And it was a beautiful flash. Sounded kind of sus. Beautiful flash. Honestly, that's the team play that's going to take him far in this game, is if he's able to play like this. And again, you can see I'm not aiming very well. But one good thing I'm going to do here is once I get gushed, a lot of players are just going to want to get this last kill. They're going to want to throw their life away and stuff. But you're a low HP guy. Just be very careful. Be very safe with how you peek. Don't start the snowball of throwing. That's a big thing in these games. Do not start the snowball of throwing. Just wait for your teammates. Take some timing peeks. Just be annoying. And now I'm fighting, right? Because the whole squad's there. It gets a little dicey. Honestly, that got very dicey for no reason. But yeah, you see, like, just find ways to set people up. That is how you play CS. That's if No. can do this, he is going to go so far in the game, genuinely. And again, I want to give a big apology because, like, I just straight up didn't think.
What's up, stream? I'm just gonna watch videos and practice a lot. See my journey from the top. So you're welcome.
At him. That's definitely stuff you should not replicate, though. It's a good little door smoke that he's just lining up and throwing. Gets a beautiful trade as well. Just instant. I think Nuke might be one of the tougher maps for him to just pug on because there's all these little corners. The rotations get tough. Mirage and Dust 2 are by far his best pug maps. Absolutely. Oh, and he gets timing too, actually. Yeah, he gets timing. And that's what I was going to say. Like, when he came down here and didn't clear anything at the beginning and throws that single smoke, I'm just being devil's advocate, but, like, the CT came over here and killed his teammate over here, but that just as easily could have been Donk that died right there. Honestly, nothing crazy so far, honestly. Same thing here. Okay, he's gonna molly. And you see, guys, this is really, really important to learn from. This is an incredible thing to learn from right now. Why does he throw that molly? What's the point of that? He is making sure that nobody can rotate down vents. Nobody can rotate vents, and they're going to rush this. The idea being they are going to take all this space, get down B, and they don't have to worry about any of those A guys dropping down because they would have burned. They would have died. Now, on the flip side, we see what the CTs are doing. This guy's actually making a good read 2 rounds in a row where he's just starting lower. It's a very high level thing that anyone below level 10, I don't see it happening much, really. That's pretty cool that this guy's making that read. Very, very good. And then it looks like the ramp players just die for no reason. What happens here? They had a mega ramp stack and kind of just troll. Yeah, one guy dies by himself. Really good entries from Nuke there. Wow. I think Donk's not going to expect, yeah. He's not going to expect, which... Oh my, dude. Wait, let's watch this. I'll make a point about this, but I want to see... This guy popped off. They don't expect the third guy here, but they probably should, and I'll tell you why. The reason that they, in hindsight, should have expected somebody to be here is because on Eco, or these save rounds, stacking is by far the most common thing that's going to happen. Now, is it easy for me to say that in hindsight? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, bro. Be ready for another guy. But, like, it's true. If they are stacked somewhere, the chances are that's going to happen the most on the Eco round, or a little bit of a force. But it doesn't mean he's bad, obviously, like, right? Like, Donk's not bad for that. He's kind of making an educated guess, which is what high-level players will do. Now, sometimes it results in this, and I think he would love for his teammates to actually trade. I'm not sure how the guy gets 3, to be honest. But it's just a calculated risk, an educated guess. In his mind, what he's trying to do is knife out, come down here, and beat the rotates then. Because of his molly he already threw, he knows they're going to be late. So he was going to go through glass here and instantly snap and hold these positions so that he can have them rotated. That was the whole point of it. And hey, he does too much. He does too much, honestly. He does. Honestly, I think most of us are dying in a similar way right there. Honestly, we don't expect a third guy. We really don't. You'll see at high level, these are always going to be broken, by the way, every single time. It doesn't happen in face level 10 below games. People are not breaking those consistently. Yes, okay, he's just dueling. Said, screw the bomb, bro. He's like, I'm not holding that thing, man. I'm not planting the bomb. Get that out of here. Oh, never mind. I gotta get it. Nobody grabbed it. Mechanically, like, guys, this is his move. This is his move. I want you to look at the mechanics of this. So as soon as he spots the guy, he stops. He kills the strafe so that he can be accurate, right? So he can be accurate. And then when he doesn't hit the instant headshot, his first reaction is to then crouch and keep going down to the right to throw in a little bit of a slide. I'll show you what it looks like from the other guy's POV. So boom, guy's coming out here. He's going through a smoke. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Boom. So he tries to adjust, then flicks back, and then Donk starts sliding back down this way. Now, this wasn't his best example of a slide. He didn't have enough speed, I guess. But still, he's going to do that in pretty much every fight he takes, honestly. Every fight he can take. Dude, these guys had him on lock. I mean, this is how you counter Donk. Right here. That's how you counter him. You guys could do this. This, nothing special. Nothing special. Bang. Yeah, I'm not sure what the read... Is he trying to... Maybe he's trying to nade that guy, but you can see the timing of it. I don't know. Like, I really don't... I'm not sure about that play. I'm not sure, honestly. This game started out really bad for him. Really bad. Well, as far as Donk standards go, 3 and 5. And one of those kills was like a last second kill at the end of the round. Doesn't really have much impact. This one had decent impact, so you know that's fine. Yeah, let's see what we got cooking here. Let's see what we got cooking. But yeah, not the best start for our guy. He's gonna turn it around though. He really is. He's gonna turn this thing around. That movement's clean. Okay, so he's trying to... okay. That's interesting. Okay. So he's trying to instantly break this open so that we can see what's going on outside. I see. Okay. So if anyone was trying to play around that or something, it boom, busted open. But you can see an easy counter that is just swinging because you're going to catch him with his HE out. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that is the thing that is curious to me with Donk. He is so exposed on this fight. Again, I'm just shocked by how much he's showing himself in this. Like right here, this is great. Like he is isolating this fight. The only other place they can really swing is secret here. I think it's probably because it's a 1v5, right? He's just way out in the open. He's super exposed. Yeah, it's frustrating. And guys, like you got to realize T-side nuke is brutal. It's hard, even as a good player sometimes, to crack things open, to get yourself into the game. It is tough. You have to just grind the rounds out and lock in because CT side is so easy if you do it properly. So easy. Yeah, this is a start every single time. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't have much to say. Like, he's kind of just doing the same thing and nothing crazy. Okay, we finally go lobby here. Ooh, he hears the guy drop. Hears the guy drop. And one thing you'll notice about this is he's on an off angle. He's purposely putting himself on an off angle because good players at this level are always going to preempt. They are going to preempt the most common positions, right? So if you have the best aim in the world like Donk, you put yourself on an off angle, it's the freest thing in the world to get killed. So that's the first thing I'm noticing with this. Secondly, is he's obviously going to put himself far away from this angle. You got to realize that this op play is very risky because you're so close to this wall. You are so up on it that they're going to see your gun barrel before you see them. I mean, bro, even if you had a pistol, it's just like, it's a very T-sided fight. It really is. It really is. Boom. You see right there. And the guy actually hits a crazy wall bang. I'm going to freeze it for you here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's just a pure T-side angle advantage. Pure T-side angle. And you see little jiggles too. Donk's always going to have some sort of movement when he's holding. There's no such thing as just standing and holding in this game. You got to be moving at all times. But boom. So Donk sees him, spots him, and from his screen, not even close. Like, even in third person mode, you can't see any of Donk right there. So now Donk's foot's going to slide out and look at from Donk's POV. He sees half his body now. Bang. I want to see a shot. I mean, honestly, crazy flick though. Crazy flick. It's just funny because he is so good in these pugs. And obviously it translates to Team CS because he has shown us time and time again. It's just funny to me how, like, he'll have low HP. He'll have no reason to push in some of these situations. And he still just, like, kind of throws his life away if the team is actually ready to shoot. I could see, like, honestly, if you were a tier 1 player, like on Vitality or, you know, even some of these other teams that counter him, you would literally just be like, dude, this freaking guy is going to swing us. They get ready, post, get your crosshair where it needs to be, double up, throw flashes, get utility, and you're going to kill him. Unbelievable. But this playstyle is going to have the highest peaks. It really is. You're just going to destroy every single player you face and the lowest lows. It really is. I think he had like 4 kills in a game the other day, which is all of us, right? We all have ups and downs, of course. But it's like, it just goes to show you that this is like the best player in the world. And you could still sit here and go, man, like fundamentally we're trolling. He really is a pug star. It's very interesting to see this guy. He is a mechanically gifted pug star, honestly. Again, off angles. Everything I'm noticing about him is just aggressive plays, and when he does slow things down, it's always on an off angle. Wide swing. So he's not afraid to make noise. A lot of you guys are afraid to make noise there, and you get opt, you get, you know, killed by a guy posted. He's not afraid. He said, I'll swing. I'll be loud. I don't care. A hard peek. We got some of these in case an opera or somebody's posted, or they'll start shooting, and he'd probably swing aggressively if they start shooting. So another 1v4 now. Team's kind of falling apart. But like one thing I'm going to tell you, like one thing you're going to notice about Donk in these pugs, he provides no smoke walls, no utility for his team. He's just literally running around and doing stuff. I'm not saying he's necessarily a bad team player, but he's not going to be the guy that ever sets anyone up, honestly. He just isn't. He really isn't. Which, I'm not going to lie, I don't care what enemies I make. I don't care if people think I'm stupid. I don't necessarily think that's good for the culture of CS. I don't think it's necessarily good that every kid, every player wants to play like Donk or, you know, even Kaisuke. I really do think that it breeds just people who refuse to play with teammates, think about the lens only through themselves. I don't know. I don't think it's good for the scene. Now, mechanically and stuff, absolutely. Like, please replicate as much as you can from Donk. Absolutely. Another good thing you absolutely want to replicate here, look what he does as soon as he gets the kill. He gets that A kill, smokes main off, and then dives down vents. Because what did they just say? Dude, he's out A, he's out A, he's out A. So this guy's flanking A. This guy's spamming through here thinking the guy's running on A site. This guy's rotating up heaven. And where did Donk go? Boom. He's down B. He's down B site. That rotation right there is something that lower elo players do not use enough. It is so easy to win rounds when you do that. He didn't play on the back stripe, so he's kind of limited and is punished. He's kind of limited. He's going to go play double side here. The only downside to that is they could defuse the bomb over here and he's not going to be able to see them. That's the only concern I have with that. Maybe it was far enough out. Yeah, honestly, maybe it was far enough out. He didn't plant right up on it. So yeah, honestly, maybe he's good. A lot of you guys, when you do this, you plant right up on top of the silo and the bomb goes down in this position. And the guys can just defuse without you seeing, which happens quite a bit. Yeah, I think in order to beat Donk, you just have to be equally as confident and lean into Team CS. You really do. You have to be equally as confident as him. If you just let him do whatever he wants, he's going to roll you. Just dude, just how clean these kills are. Dang, bro. Like, he does not care, bro. Dude, fight, man. Oh my goodness, man. Dude, he's like a zombie. He hears noise somewhere and he'll just gonna run to it. This guy is relentless, dude. He hears you, he is running at you. So his team has given up. They are not giving him the AK at this point. Oh, dude, look at the movement, by the way. Look at this little movement play. Did you guys know you can do this? If you're a high-level player, you should be training this jump. 1000% train this jump. Look at that. Bang. So clean. Saves some good time right there. Can't do the silent ladder movement anymore, sadly. Even flicks himself. What is that? Is that he gonna do that every time? What is that? There's like a ladder flick there. Huh. He just might be flexing on it, everyone, with his movement. But yeah, zero smoke wall, 0 utility thrown to help the team in that sense. He did throw a main smoke on the fly one round, I believe, which you don't want a player like this to be doing that. But the problem is I see a lot of teams, they get too many of these type of players where they refuse to do anything other than shoot, right? You need shooters. You need someone to play like this. But when you start to get 2-3 people on a team like that, your team's chalked. It's over. Nobody's doing any of the dirty work, the unglamorous work, the intangibles. Yeah, same thing. You see that? You see, guys, this is a common theme. He hears a guy shooting events over here, tries to run him down, and these type of bait setups would destroy Donk, honestly. But as hard as we were on him, genuinely, this is just how T-side nuke can go sometimes. We're being extremely hard on him. He's the best player in the world, arguably, or, you know, obviously one of them. We got Zywoo, we got other people, but one of the best players in the world. We're being extra critical. We're being extra hard on him. Yep, drop Donk dualies like that. That's a good strat, good strat. Dang, and dude, he goes out this way. He goes out this way. What the heck? Okay. I think most players go up the other way. Yeah, most players go up the other way. Do that type of movement. Interesting. Okay. His movement is just like flawless. That's what I'm like very interested to see too. So ramp gets called. So he's going to go rotate down early ASAP as soon as he can here. Close this door behind him. Okay. We have bomb down ramp. Easy round for him. Yeah, I think you kind of just get bored in these pugs too. That's what happens when you solo queue. You kind of lose a little bit of purpose. Yeah, you lose a little bit of purpose. And I want to point out something right here, because this is the truth. Do you guys know how common it is for the rifler to just swing garage and then get one deke from out here? Dude, it happens like every nuke game. Every nuke game, the rifler just swings out here and gets one deke. Bang, dome to the head. So I actually love that he is not just swinging. He's actually like taking timings here. And you'll notice, guys, at low elo, what you guys do is you think you're playing like Donk, but you're just sitting here holding this and you're not moving. You're just holding. Do you see how he is taking these timing peaks? You will never catch this guy not moving. If you are fighting this guy, he is already one of the best, if not the greatest aimer in the world. Plus, you're never getting a free shot on him. He's constantly going in and out, in and out, in and out. AD. You guys will like destroy people by playing like this. And he's visualizing, by the way. The whole time he's just visualizing that fight. Yep, look what this guy did the whole round. Sometimes, man. Sometimes this happens, but that's why it kind of sucks being this outside guy against Deeks, because I don't know why the Deeks just get a big buff here. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy. It's just the shots people hit nowadays are just nuts. That's just an average shot, you know what I mean? At high level, that's just an average shot. It really is. So here guys, like I'm not gonna lie. Again, maybe just because it's a pug, like I don't expect this. Also, this is an EU pug where comms are very little. People be very intense, but the communication isn't flowing as much. If you really truly are playing high level CS, your garage guy would be sitting here waiting for a flash from your heaven rotator, and your heaven rotator would flash peak so that he could swing wide on that initial peak. And then also, if you want to get out, your heaven rotator would flash again so that you can get out safely. That has to happen, honestly. Or I mean, it doesn't need to. I guess you risk just peeking into 4 guys, peeking into a deke holding you. So just how it is. Because he has a little bit of they naded us, guys. They naded us. That's funny. Dude, he just spams AD constantly. Dude, how is he so clean with, like, you guys see how critical I am, how harsh I am on him. But watch his crosshair during all of this. It is absolute cinema. Like his crosshair placement this whole time. It's just like how, dude. And honestly, it's just through infinite hours of practice. Like training it in refrag, training in your death matching. Dude, it's about having that intention and understanding where you're aiming to. You need to understand what you're looking for. So many players don't know what they're aiming at. They have no clue. Well, how are you going to have good crosshair placement if you don't even know where the guy could be? You have to visualize constantly. The beauty is, the more you do it, you start to just build it into your muscle memory, and these type of things get so easy. Like he's coming through here. He thinks somebody could be close. So that's one of his first priorities, is to hunt this down, and then boom, flick back over here, and then boom, over. Like you can see quite literally what he's thinking as he does it. I'm surprised he hasn't aggressed outside yet. There's the good nade. Wait, what is the point of that? What is the point of that nade? Oh, to blow open. Okay, I see. So he has two nades. One's to blow open the T-smoke on when he's on CT side, and then one's to blow open their cross smoke. So he's trying to catch you swinging with when you throw the T-smoke. I see. Okay, that's a lineup just to break their smoke. I see. Boom, boom. Again, he doesn't get the kill here, but look at the intelligence of this dude. Look how smart he is. I know all of you guys would not be acting like he does here. Look. This is what makes a good player great. Like, this is what makes you a great player. He could just commit to this. Ready, look in, bang. He wants that kill. He does. He wants it. But instantly, he doesn't keep thinking about that guy. No. That guy's gone. That guy has bomb. He's going to be on site. Don't even think about him. Next fight. Bang. Doesn't get the kill, but, like, that is great decision making. Shoot. Next guy. Kill him, you know, then you can refight over here. So many players do that wrong. They just keep getting sucked into the same fight. Oh, he's 1 HP on site. Let me spam through the wall. And then you're getting dumped in the side of the head right here. So he decides to get an op up. You have to be careful on this angle, I'm pretty sure. Oh, guys, yeah. Do not play this angle. Do not play this angle. Absolutely do not play this angle. Oh, dude, that angle sucks, by the way. At least he doesn't hold it for long, but I'm serious. You will die so much here against good players. Now, if they swing, you got him. You're cooking them. But if they jump spot over here and see you, and you're cooked. It's just angle advantages. Angle advantages. And you can see here, honestly, this is bad. Like, this is really bad that he allows this gap too. Now, he should, like, he's the outside guy. I don't even know why he's really opping, honestly, other than it's just like, dude, we need something. We need to make something happen. But, at least he gets the info. Teammates end up cleaning up, but I mean, honestly, guys, we chose a rough one for him. We chose a rough one. I could have chose a game where he drops 40 kills like usual, but I was just curious. I wanted to see kind of like what he's doing, maybe on a little bit of an off game, a little bit of a bad. You have to keep in mind with these donk score lines, I'd say about 10 to 15% of his kills are honestly, I'm gonna put it bluntly, like useless kills. Now the rest are insane, right? Like they are so high impact, they are round winners and stuff. But you gotta realize with players like Donk, he's holding W in 4v1s. He's not playing smart, like in that sense, right? He's obviously a really smart dude, but in those 4v1s, he is very aggressive for no reason. Another really good tip I have for you guys is if you have a molly, say like you were the A player and you have the molly, give it to your outside guy, because the team molly is gonna spread much better for us, so that the outside guy can actually shut down this early fight much better. But yeah, I think that's one thing a lot of people forget about these type of player score lines is they are very, very inflated. Honestly, it is very inflated. Doesn't necessarily make it less impressive in certain situations, but if Donk drops 10 kills, it's definitely going to be different than if Mezzi on Vitality drops 10 kills. It's just rolls, though. You know what I mean? That's expected. That's just how rolls work. So he hasn't shot his op at all this round yet. Still hasn't gotten any impact with it. Again, oh my goodness, the awareness. Like, wait. One thing I'm going to say, like, look at the off angle he's playing. This is, again, very intentional. If he has to play slow, he's going to be on an off angle. So he plays fast. He just gets up in your face. He makes the game very linear. And then when he plays slow, he's never in one static spot. So I'm curious, does this guy end up seeing him, or does he make a noise, or does Donk just like turn around at the right time? Oh, they kind of looked at each other.
forward.
Bang. Good composure there, honestly. So they get to call that down secret on B. Nami's probably common as hard as he can here. Donk decides to hold again, dude. I'm not even. He is so much better than me. He is 50 times the player I am, right? But like, I'm just so confused on these angles. Why he's choosing to hold some of them? Because like, again, okay, I guess this one's fine. This one's fine actually. I was gonna give him a hard time, but I guess that one's fine because this control panel's in the way. I think that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine. It's just like he's giving with the op. It's a little weird the angles he's posted on. But hey, that's him. Maybe that's why he's Donk and I'm Kojo, right? He goes in. And then instantly makes the read. Bang. That's some great game sense. Probably some good comms as well. I actually like that he egos that though. The guy throws a bad smoke and you punish it. Like if he would have thrown a good smoke there, Donk can't beat it, right? Like he just bounced off the wall. So good ego, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. In this game, I'm really just like seeing lots of bad habits that I think he gets away with because of how much better he is than the other team, which is probably on purpose. If you're playing with players that are worse than you, like you can get away with so many different things, right? You could get away with anything. So I can completely understand, right? I'm not this armchair analyst that's, yeah, bro, Donk is horrible. He's not horrible. He's amazing. He is amazing. Now, one tip I can give you guys to throw maybe a little bit better of a flash here. His flash is not the end. It's not the end of the world. You guys can actually, if your teammates like come up secret, you can angle this much more to the right if you want. You can get this flash more out here because your teammate is not going to get blind by it over in secret. Now, if my teammate is picking from main, yes, I can't flash super far on this side, but you lose flash effectability or effectiveness the farther out it is. So you can imagine, right? Like a silo guy's not really going to get blinded by that as much. He's still going to eat some of it. But wait. Flash comes in. Bang. You see, he's not going to eat it. Versus if you get that flash over a few feet, virtual feet, meters from my Europeans, like, yeah, it'll be much more effective. Dude, he's so quick. Like, he's actually so quick. Sometimes too quick, right? Like sometimes that quickness actually hurts him. Oh my goodness, dude. He's just making money moves always. Bro, like actually watch this without X-ray for a second. Donk is quite literally the dude that if he was in your game, you think he's cheating. Like quite literally. You'd be like, dude, this guy's gotta be cheating. He's just ready for everything, man. So bomb down outside. He finds himself in this hot position. You see that little head jumper too. That's very intentional, that head jumper, in case somebody was posted on him or something. It's like he's on a mix of heroin, caffeine, and cocaine while he's playing. So 30 seconds, bombs down. It looks like they know he's main with the double scope here. So he's in a very safe angle. He can just shoot and fall infinitely here. Smokes it off. It's posted on a different angle. That should definitely be over at this point. Biggest takeaway I have is actually movement wise. Like, of course, you can see this dude never stops AD. Like he genuinely never stops strafing in some way. Goes down secret. What is he doing here? Okay, so he kind of delays his timing a little bit. Decides to post on the single. It's not bad. I'm a little curious why he doesn't just go up there and post on this. Maybe a little bit of uncertainty. Maybe he just prefers this line. I'm not sure, honestly. You think he'd want to get posted up further. You gotta remember, Donk is not a primary opper, by the way. Like, I'm actually shocked with how much he pulls the op out in these pugs. That's gotta be terrifying to drop down vents and Donk is just up in your face. That's gotta be terrifying. CTs are very isolated here, which is not good, but looks like they're just gonna pick it up. So yeah, again, he just always jiggling, always jiggling in some way. Also, a really intelligent thing here is he plays this angle, which has way more advantage. You'll see a lot of lower elo players in this situation hold here. The T can just peek you from so many different areas on this. It's just horrible. While being here, you have so much more control over the fight. That's all high level gameplay is. It's like controlling your fights. And you can see that's exactly what the guy did. He checked to see if anyone was there. And now he's not going to expect Donk to be so close. So look what... Okay, Donk decides to HE and kill him. Nice. Well, he's low, 1 HP. That's probably the info that came in. Yeah, I mean, interesting. Very, very interesting. His movement is just flawless. Like, it's actually insane. Strategically on Nuke, though, I'm not too impressed, honestly. There you go. So now he's posting on it. But again, you got to be so careful because if a guy goes silo, he can still see you easily. Which again, it's probably just an ego thing. Like, I'm better than you guys. Nah. It's insane, bro. It's just actually insane. I think it's funny when people just instant leave. Dang. Well, that was a great little Donk review there. We learned some ego plays, some, good, some bad. Not impressed with the strats and stuff as far as his solo things that he's running through, but I'm very, very impressed with his mechanics. Obviously, one of the greatest players in the world. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Lots of majors to be won. So yeah, GG's to Donk, and thanks to everyone that watched it live on twitch.tv/CoachMCS. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Okay.
Think he was capable in the last review of it, but he is showcasing a lot of talent. Now, bang, another team play. Hey, intro bang. Can we sit here and just double nade long? Boom, nets us an opening kill. Let's see what No is doing during all this. Okay, so he's doing his little mid play. Bang. Again, dude, look, fighting with a teammate. A teammate is directly behind him fighting. And then meanwhile, the B guy is kind of just playing a little passive, doing his thing. Gets dicey there. Yeah. Especially against good players, that type of stuff's going to happen. Then based on this info, I wanted to make a little play here. I kind of hesitated, and it was good. It was good hesitation. When you're playing high-level players, this thing, I thought I had a gap here, but then when that kill comes in and bomb goes down, I was like, nah, it's not worth it. I could have a nasty top mid flank, but bombs down. I should have been faster about it, but I was like, nah, let's just go. I was pretty fast. I was pretty fast once I recognized. You have stars in your game. You have these crazy players. It is not on you to start making these insane plays. Be that supporting piece. Make the correct decisions and watch how easy the game becomes. Make the correct decision. That's the most important thing if you want to improve. Get the info, saw him there, and then round over at this point. Teammate kind of pushing on an island a little bit, but I think my pressure jumping across here put in a lot of good pressure, good noise to distract this guy a little bit and just think about me. But yeah, overall, again, I'm not sorry. Not about me. Let's keep this up here. I'm just trying to give you guys perspective on what's going on. So another way you set up your teammates. Technically, Interrobang here has the B spawn, right? But look at my gun. I have an MP9, right? So I tell him, I say, hey, bud, let me be the B player. let me be the B player here because like I have the better gun to play B and he has the better gun for mid. It makes no sense otherwise, right? Also, I did a really bad job spotting this game. I think I was distracted watching chat or something. So I'm just gonna play standard. Looks like they're just gonna do nade and molly combo. He's getting info, jiggling, sees nothing. He's going to float right away, which this is going to be important later because I'm going to show you one way that I'm going to have him set me up. I'm going to make sure that he sets me up later in this game instead of just rotating out, which is fine. This rotation is perfectly fine. And you see here, I'm just playing for info on B. You can do it however you want. In these games, I'm not really worried about getting my head ripped off, honestly. So I just do this play. Again, just playing for info. Like when you have these type of players, you play for info. Everyone cannot be the star. Bang. You see that? That's a really high level play right there. Whenever you guys are in a game and you see a mid to B smoke, just block it. Just chest bump it, shoulder bump it, act like you're Ronaldo. Get that thing out of here. Yeah, again, so we actually have good, like, they're playing off of each other here. A little flash play for each other. Bang. You know, flash ends up being kind of scuffed, but the pressure was good in itself right there. And very good discipline. You see how he rotates out here? Very, very, very good discipline. And at this point, now the T's are just stalled out, right? They're just stalled out at this point. And look how annoying this is. Guys, this is why it's so important. We stall at their mid to B smoke. We block it with our chest. Then it's like, oh shoot, okay, well let's see, can we crack anything open on B here? And look at this. Can we crack anything open on B? Nope. Nope, the guy's playing for info. The guy's jiggling. And boom, drop the smoke, you're blocked. You're not coming through, right? So now we have like kind of scuffed up both parts of their exec. They have to just throw a really bad mid to B smoke now. They just throw that thing on the ground. Very, very bad. And look, so I know that the guy's kind of stuffed in tons. I don't think I play this well at all. I think No Cries and Intero Bang really picked this up here. But I say, hey, I'm flashing, right? Flashing this. I think this flash might have gone too far. Let's see. It makes them turn, actually. Yeah, it actually makes them all turn. Like it. Yeah. So like right there, good pressure with the flash. Honestly. I was a little iffy about it. I think I should have got it above doors here. I think that would have been much better. But yeah, like make them turn from the flash. They peek. Like, let's go, man. Like a really good kill. I'll show you from Intero Bang's POV there. So Bang, flash comes in. Look at that. The guy's not even shooting him. Not even looking at him. And then also gets really good kill or really good pressure on that guy. And meanwhile, look what No Cries is doing during all this. Wait, did he throw? Dude, yo, he's been watching the shorts. Oh, no, he jumps. Okay, so he's jumping. That's fine. Look at that nade pop. Bang. Come on, man. Well, unlucky on that last one, but everyone is fighting this together. And it all starts with that pressure. Now, I hardcore misplayed this. Hardcore misplayed. Why am I reloading, man? That's such a noob reload. That's honestly such a noob reload right there. I feel bad, but when the setup's good, the setup's good. Man, like you can see, though, like there's a lot of stuff going on here compared to the demo review we did on Dust 2 where he was kind of tilted. Running it down every round. You set people up, you give good energy from the beginning, and you can achieve insane stuff in this game. You can achieve anything you want. Bang. I get tag crossing, but at least I get the info. And then look what's about to happen here. Guys, your coach might be washed. Your coach might be washed. We're about to make it rain. Little timing flash. Misplayed it. So one thing I wish I could redo with this is I wish I didn't smoke so deep. So that smoke was way too deep. It needs to land right here. Way too deep. But bang. At least the pressure though and the info is good enough to get my opera to res. I said B. It's coming B. Inner Bang. Turn around. B. And then we're able to do this. Just watch. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna play this in full speed here. Get the first kill a little rough. Bang. Bang! Give me the last one. But one thing you're going to notice about what I was doing there, when they start running out, do you see how I don't fight and shoot and go this way? I try to lead them out a little bit, which is going to keep me alive. In hindsight, maybe that was bad for my window player. He has an op though, so he has to one shot, go back. The biggest thing is the smoke. The smoke was troll. But anyways, with the rifle, I sit there and I shoot. And I isolate towards this way. So that in order to trade me, they're constantly in a losing position where they have to go further and further to trade. They can't all double, triple, quad peek me from here. Very, very important. Okay, so that happens. Dropping teammates, being a good teammate. Our opera goes down, so I go ahead and get the op mid. So I probably should be more inclined to stay B, but then I noticed on the radar that No Cries is just doing his cat play. He's swinging, right? I don't think he really calmed this. So again, No cries is getting aggressive. He's swinging. So instantly he dies, right? By himself, just speaking. Let's try to trade. Let's try to trade. Let's try to trade. We get that. Bang. Feel really good about that. Mid-door smoke comes in, and I thought I had a timing here. I thought Riot was jumping up, and I could get a free kill on him here. Bang. So, you know, I think that Molly, if that Molly didn't come in, maybe, but it looks like they're pretty set on the mid to B. Now watch something funny here that high-level players are going to do. So I see that mid to B smoke come in. I go to block it, and also Fobless is thinking the same thing. He scuffs it up. I don't get to it. But you see, when that mid to B smoke comes in, good players are always going to try to block it. Yeah, and our teammates are saying they're up cat at this point. Up cat, up cat, up cat. All right. So look, this is another high-level play. It doesn't actually span out for us too well. But Koja, why are you dropping a smoke down there? What's up with all this util? The point is you're trying to feign pressure. You're trying to feign with this smoke so that you are lurking around it somewhere. This is a defensive smoke now. This is a lurk smoke. I could pop up on this side. I could go through this side and pop up and kill you here. There's a lot of different positions that I could be a sneaky little rat in. And if I don't, it's very hard for us to get back into this. Anyways, we still were not feeling it. It wasn't good. Bomb's not down yet. We know both are on site. So what did we decide to do? Just rotate. Just go catwalk here. Now, a really high level con that did come in, it just didn't end up working out for us, was Interrobang said, yo, dude, if you wait long enough, they're going to think you're long. So we sat here. That's why we're not just taking our first timing here. We have a lot of time on the clock. We're good. We're not taking our first timing. We want them to think that we're coming long. Now, we kind of throw that out the window because we go too fast, but at least we're grouped. We're together. So bang, I go down, and guys, sometimes you need a little bit of star power. Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need it. In order to win these games, sometimes you need a little bit of luck and star power, and there's confidence. Look how confident. Bang. 3 HP, that's all it takes sometimes. All it is.